My name is Luís Henrique. I'm 22 years old. I was born in Brazil, in Espírito Santo. It's a state in Brazil. But I moved out when I was 10 to Rio. So I was born in Espírito Santo, but I was raised in Rio. I do play as a striker, but in my juniors time, I used it to play as a midfielder, as a number 10. But of course, I like to score goals, and playing as a number 9 and a striker, I'm always closer to the goal. So I do prefer to play as a striker, but I can also play as a number 10. I was raised in the countryside of Brazil until I was 10. Then I moved out to Rio, and in the beginning it was a bit difficult. We were struggling a lot because as a country kid, it's always hard when you move to another big city and you're not used to that. But with time you get used and things are flowing better. But my mom had to raise 2 kids alone because my parents got separated when I was 10, 11. But yeah, I always knew that football was my life. I always knew that I wanted to do that for a living. It was always my dream, and she believed in me. I thought many times about quit, about not going for practice anymore, because I didn't have the motivation when I was a kid, when I was like 13 or 14. But then when I realized that I could do that for real, it was my shot. So she believed in me, and she made everything possible to help me to accomplish my goal to be a professional football player. And of course, I'm collecting the results now. So yeah, that's a little bit about how I was raised in Rio since I was 10. I started to play football when I was 7 in my hometown in Brazil, in the countryside of Brazil. Because my dad, he was a professional football player in Espírito Santo, the state that I was born. And he introduced me to the game, and since the day one, I knew that I would be a professional football player also. Then I played in the team city. It is a small town, 15,000 inhabitants. So, and then when I moved to Rio, I played in Flamengo for 3 years in the juniors, and then I went to Botafogo. Then I played 2 more years for them in the juniors, and I made my debut in the professional football with 17 years old, scoring twice. And then I started my professional career. I have a lot of them. Before I started in professional, I made a great Brazilian Cup under 17 playing for Botafogo. I'm the highest scorer of the history of this competition, this Brazilian Cup under 17, and I scored 14 goals in 10 matches in a knockout stage. So for me was a really great memory. My first team abroad out of Brazil was in Portugal. It was Feirense. It was a great experience for me. Actually, it was my first time playing for a club outside my home country, and it was a great experience. Actually, I was in Brazil and I was playing for a club, and it didn't go well in Brazil, and my agent just called me saying that he had a great experience for me here in Helsinki. In the beginning, I wasn't that confident because in Brazil we don't hear a lot about Finnish football, and then he said, let's go there, you're gonna like it, it's a great city, it's a great country, and you're gonna love it. And what I believe is when you're feeling good in your life and when you're happy, things on the pitch, they go well. And that's 100% true, because I'm really happy here and things are going well on the pitch. Not much about the football here. Of course, I knew Finland, I knew like certain things about here, but football wasn't one of them. It's a great club, great country, great city, nothing to complain about. It's everything. It's a bit different than Brazil, you know. I love Brazil, I like Finland. It's two different ways of country, you know. We have some things here in Finland that we don't have in Brazil, and we have some things in Brazil that we don't have here in Finland. So it's like a mix, but I love both. I'm not a shy person, you know. I never had that problem. So, and of course, the language, it helped me a lot. So it wasn't that difficult to be in touch with my teammates in the beginning. Then I had to train for like 1.5 months because I had to wait for the transfer window to open. So I was just training, and that's what the difficult part. But since I started playing, is the things are just flowing. Actually, I don't know. I don't have like a 100% answer for that. But what can I say? It's a really tough like league. You know, it's a lot of contacts, a lot of fighting, and either way you have to improve your style. Sometimes you're not used to this, and when you come here you have to adapt yourself. And of course that's what I'm doing. In Brazil we have more like you know, we play more, we have a lot of spaces, and here not much. You have to fight a lot, and you know, I like it. Yeah, for sure. I feel like home here. My teammates helped me a lot. You know, we are always talking, we're always going out together, and that's really important for the club and for to get in touch with your teammates. You know, of course, when you are here alone, I have no parents here or like friends from Brazil, but I have some Brazilian friends that lived here, and we are always together, and that's really important for us to be together, to have this feeling of family here. I came here in the summer, so it was a really good point for me because the summer here is really good. It's sunny and you can go to the beach, you can be out. But the biggest shock was, I think, the winter. The winter here is really hard, you know. It's really cold and it's raining so much. You can go out a lot. You just like be at home, and it's always dark. The day is like 20 hours of dark, so it's really tough for me. And a good thing here is, as I said, it's different than Brazil. It's a really good atmosphere in the summer, and I'm enjoying it. Of course, when I'm here in Finland, of course I miss my family. It's always good to have your mom, your sister, your dad around you. But I do feel a lot. I do miss, a lot, the beaches in Brazil. You know, like we have good beaches here, but it's different. You know, I'm used to live in Rio, so I was always there, like with my friends playing football on the beach. So I miss that. And when I'm in Brazil, like we had this Corona break now for like, I have been in Brazil for like 3 months, and I was already missing here, you know, the summer and the people and my friends, my teammates, and the city. So, you know, I do like to go for coffee shops, you know, espresso house and Vapiano, some restaurants. That's what I like here. Oh yeah, especially in my teammates. Not much outside of the football environment, but in the club I have a lot of friends, of course. Oh, I do like to do a lot. I have a lot of hobbies, especially like I like play cards. I like to learn a lot language. I'm trying to learn Italian now. I'm struggling, but I can in a few months. I'll be speaking. I like to go out. I like to go to the beaches, enjoying myself, and I like to go to movies, I'm a pretty like chill guy. I just sometimes I just like to be at home watching some movies, enjoying myself, my own company. I have a good one. Last season when we were playing against Kopeve and we were 2-0 down and we came to the second half and we won 3-2. I scored once and Tiki scored two goals, and it was the atmosphere was great. It was awesome, and I was feeling really good, and that's my greatest memory here so far. Inter, they have a good pitch, a good stadium, and yesterday's game the atmosphere was really great. We could feel you there with us, as a 12th player helping us, and I didn't like that much last season Marihan's pitch. It was so bad, the grass pitch. This season they changed it for artificial, but last season was really bad. You have a really good fan down here, because in Brazil it's like that. People are crazy about football, but if you don't win a game, you can go out. You can leave your place, and that's something. It's so like it's tremor. It's so extreme. That's not like the player doesn't feel like comfortable with yourself and with football, because sometimes, of course, you can win all the matches you want to, but it's hard to. And here, even like we want to win every game, but even if we lose one of them, we have this backup of you, and that's really good. We feel like warmed, we feel like at home, we feel good to go to the next one, and that's what I think every supporter should do around the world. You don't want to lose. Nobody wants to lose, and when you do it, you just need like someone to back you up. So, and we have it here in Helsinki, in IFK, and that's really great. Yeah, I was here. I was watching the games actually. I watched the game they played against Greece, right? Yeah. Greece, Italy, I think.
Yeah, and then Liechtenstein.
Yeah, I was watching those games and the atmosphere was good. I wasn't here when they played in boat in our stadium, but I heard that it was crazy. Everyone went to the pitch to celebrate with them, and it can grow a lot, the culture of football here, of course, but it will. We just need time. We have been growing a lot as a club, of course. I have been here only for 1 year and a couple of months. But yeah, I heard that we are improving a lot outside the pitch, and of course inside the pitch also. Things are getting better, and with everything, when you do the right things outside the pitch, the things inside, they go well, and that's what's happening now. 5 years, of course, that's a really great question. I have my own dreams, I have my playing for Champions League, of course. It's every football player dream to play for a great club in Europe, playing Champions League, going to the national team, and I'm not different. I do have this feeling inside me, and I'm working for it. But first of all, I'm here, and I want to give everything that I can to this club, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm putting 100% effort every game, every practice to be better, to grow, because I'm still young, and I have a lot to improve, a lot to learn, and I'm feeling happy. That's the most important thing, and I know in 5 years I'm gonna be playing in a top level. No, it's hard to say, but I do believe when you change the things, the team goes up, and we are doing the different things now than we were doing in the past. Of course, we cannot blame, for example, the former head coach. It's not like that. Football, when you make a change, other things change also, and it's changing on the pitch. But we are doing the right things now. We are feeling this backup from the management and from the club, and we are doing great on the pitch. Of course, we can do better, always, but we are doing good. Thank you for watching, guys. We see you at the stadium.